Hello, welcome to this Health Hero video. I'm here today with the fantabulous Sue Wappett. Sue, what's the name of your business?
It's nutrition naturally forever.
Nutrition Naturally Forever. And Sue and I met a year ago-ish at a networking event. Didn't particularly work together there and then, but I stayed in touch with Sue, and not so long ago, she sent the thing I needed to see the thing I needed to read, which was belly fat and menopause, perimenopause, and la la la. Because obviously, as Arbonne skincare and nutrition consultant, we have our tools and mechanisms, our 30 days to healthy living. But it was this particular. I wanted more information about how menopause impacts your body and changes that I've been noticing for a couple of years. So Sue and I worked together, and I must say, she's incredible. She's got an immense platform which has so much information, and we did the 12-week program, didn't we, Sue? Which
Did,
she's going to
yes.
tell you a bit more about at the end because she's got a great offer. But I wanted to bring Sue on to discuss more about what she does, because in these Healthy Hero series, we want to hear more about resources and inspiration for men and women, but particularly in this instance for women as we go through all stages of life. So, Sue, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for
Tell us a
inviting
little bit
me.
about. You're very welcome. Tell us a little bit about your business and yeah, just what does your business do? What do you do?
Okay, so in a nutshell, I'm a menopause doula. So I help women navigate menopause naturally. Um, this just means putting together a holistic pathway that suits your lifestyle and not a program that you have to fit into. So, over the time of working with women over the last 5 years, I have developed a pathway that is just 8 steps and it can fit into a 30-minute call or it can fit into my 12-week program. And it's just the pathway I take women down. Just something to fit their lifestyles, nothing, no special diets, um, no different, you know what I mean, when you kind of have to come off what you do with the family and it's just an extra thing to you for you to do. There's another diet, there's something else for you to do. It's none of that. It's just a really holistic, natural pathway to a healthy menopause.
Amazing. And how did you come to do that? How did this part of your life, business life start?
Yeah, I was a childminder for 15 years, but I've always had a natural approach to healthcare with my own children, with my life before my children. And I came to the end of my childminding career when I realised that my youngest was in senior school and I was still on the primary school playground with other people's children. But I knew I wanted to do something that aligned with my values and also just still work from home. And so I trained as a nutrition therapist. It was after watching a random Netflix video, documentary, that I thought, oh my God, I love this. And that's what I've done. Since then, it's kind of got from women's healthy habits to intuitive eating to anti-diet, then to my own journey through menopause. It just kind of clicked and it's menopause health.
Absolutely. And at the point you and I started working together, despite 11 years working and hearing about naturopathic nutritional therapy and the 30 days to living healthy living with Arbonne, which definitely is not a diet. It's a way of eating more whole foods. But I had, even 10 years in, fallen into the trap of calorie counting. And one of the
Right.
first things you showed me on the program was just to work it out. Just you sent me away. My homework was, here's the calculation, go and work out. And it came back saying I should be eating double what I was eating. And for me, that was the first light bulb. That and intermittent fasting, which has stayed on for me as well. So, um, describe a little bit about. You say it's not about uh not eating. We don't like diet, do we? The first three letters of the word diet is die, as Tom Kerridge would say. But describe to me some of the principles without obviously giving everything away of the work you do with people.
Yes, it's just sort of speaking to you were a wonderful subject for the first part of my beta test because you were so open-minded and you were so willing to, okay, yeah, I'll give it a try. When people hear intermittent fasting, for instance, they think, oh my goodness, I couldn't do that. I need to eat. They think of it as a calorie restricted diet. When actually we all fast from the minute you have your last bite or last drink before you go to bed, you sleep, you wake up, you have breakfast, you break your fast. that is fasting. And what I encourage women to do is at least 12 hours. We don't have to do any extended fasting. There's nothing scary about it, but just that 12 hours that we all should be doing, just to give our body the chance to rest and digest. So these are some like the core principles we weave through. Some women take to it fantastically and can use it to maybe control insulin. Men have wonderful reactions to it. My husband was pre-diabetic this time last year and he's absolutely clear now. So there are health benefits to it, but it's just adapting that to individual lifestyles. One way doesn't fit everyone. It's just adapting that.
I love that. And what was it you'd say to me? You are one story. You are, what's your saying? What do you say? We're all one
Oh,
story.
I stole this from somebody else. What is it? You're a one-person experiment.
One person experiment. I love that. So there's no one size fits all.
No, and
There's going to
you
be
change
similar
as well.
principles, but
You change as well with the seasons of your life, with the seasons of the environment. We all
yeah,
change, and it's just understanding our body to listen to
yeah.
what it's saying and then act on what it's saying, not say, "Oh no, you can't be hungry. I just ate 2 hours ago." It's okay, you're hungry. What are we hungry for? What didn't I have 2 hours ago that my body's craving?
Love that. And I love you just have such a kind way of working as well, because I know that you know that I was also in parallel going down a path of starting HRT at the same time. And you know, through what you do, the intention also is that you shouldn't need to do that because you're feeding your hormones through. So, you know, the cyclical approach that you teach is learning your hormones and the cycles and what you need at one point in your cycle. And if you don't have a cycle, then you can do it by the moon and things like that. So,
Yeah.
um,
We can go as
yeah.
woo-woo as you like.
And I love that in one of your blogs because you were saying you yourself at the moment you do that because you follow the lunar cycle, which I thought
Yeah.
was really interesting. And even when I did, so well, you wouldn't necessarily have taken on HRT when I did. You were able to advise me, contrary to what the GP said about when I should take my progesterone, when I should actually be taking it in line with my cycle, because that's where
Yeah.
there's a point where you need the progesterone and a point you don't. So I love that. Tell us about so coming up, I can just sit here and plug you for you if you like. No need to say anything, Sue. Um, how I love the rest and digest as well, but I'm digressing. You have two programs coming up. Actually, one thing's a new product, and the other is a program similar to what I did. So it's another beta test of what I did. And tell everyone about that and how they can work with you.
Okay, so it's my last beta test for this 12-week program. So it's a 12-week program with 10 one-to-one sessions with me, which is supported by a hybrid platform so that you have access to resources 24/7. So if you're struggling with something at 11 o'clock at night, you have something to go there. You haven't got to wait for our next session together. That's the idea behind the hybrid system. The second beta test or the last beta test that I'm doing, from the feedback I got from you and the other ladies the last time, improvements have been made, and so I'm opening the doors for 10 women to go through this again to test it for me. The credit will be half price, so it's normally £495. So it's 247.50, so it's like less than 25 quid a week to work with me for over 12 weeks. It gives us then 2 weeks leeway because there's always holidays or can't do something or whatever. So again, it has to fit your lifestyle, and it's very flexible in that way. So I am opening the doors until the 24th of December, and we start on the 6th of January. So I take you through the complete shift system, and we work closely together to approach menopause with a holistic hat on, so that we can work to how you can, I don't want to use the word improve, make changes, or see how we can tweak add holistic components really to your lifestyle to make menopause easier to navigate. Just to give you the knowledge and understanding, really. I think that's what maybe holistic frightens you, because you can go to the GP and go and get her HRT? Absolutely, you can. Maybe you want to take a more natural path and you just don't know where to start and you don't understand what that means. And that's what we sort of work together. But
Mm.
on the flip side of what you just said, 12 weeks is a long time to invest. So what I found is with this particular framework of the shift system, I can do a holistic menopause diagnostic call. So we can have a 30-minute call. You fill in a quick questionnaire first of all, and then I can see your lifestyle, see how what changes you want to make, what improvements you want in your health outcomes, and then we can sort of put together a little plan to get you on the right track, on the holistic track, and that can just kind of give women just that, maybe just that little bit of education they need to go off and do it themselves.
I love that. And you've also got blogs, haven't you? I think you've got some blogs available on your website, haven't you,
Yeah, I
about
write a
everything
blog
for the
every
cycle?
week. Yeah, so there's loads to find and loads of free resources in my quick links, loads of downloads for how much protein do you need, how much fiber do you need, just different ways to fuel your body with food naturally.
Of that and the different sources. I tell you what, we were talking about this week, but one of the bits of homework, I mean, a lot of it I still do to this day, like tracking my cycle. I never used to do that because it used to be so much, click of a finger, identical until it wasn't. And then it was like, right, you need to be looking at just tracking things. But the other one was tracking the colours of your fruit and veg.
Ah, yeah,
The 30 colours, 30 in one week, was in 30 a week, yes.
yes,
And it's just such a really interesting exercise that I still think about now. It's like, okay, if I'm going to
yeah,
have peppers, I'm going to have the three colours, and the
absolutely.
red
Oh, I'm
onions,
so
white
proud
onions.
of you.
Yeah, awesome. Lovely. Gold star.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for your time, Sue. We're going
Oh,
to add
thank
Sue's
you.
links to this. If you want to, obviously you can have a browse on her website, and then also, just absolutely, she's got a little form on there. Just fill it in and have a chat with her. And hopefully a few people will sign up for your program in January, or even just a 30-minute session. I
Yeah,
can see great value in
however.
that as well. Although you know that with me, it wouldn't be 30 minutes because that was
Oh, I'm
something you
just
very
as
politely didn't
bad.
say about our work together.
We go off on a tangent and talk about everything, put the world to rights.
I was like, let the woman do her job. Thank you so much. And if you're watching, you know who I am and where you can browse my stuff as well. But networking, we met through networking, and
We
Sue's
do.
helped change my life. So, it's, go out there and change lives. It's fantastic. Take care. Thank you very much. Thank you, Sue, for being on.
Thank you so much. Take care.